guys, it's Amy from Amy's Little Bit of Everything. We are going to can white potatoes and some sweet potatoes today. I'm hoping I can can them together. Let me see. Because I have just a little sweet potatoes that were ready. Let me see. Sweet can, 115. Okay. Let me see if they're about the same time. Let's see. I'm probably going to do quarts. So an hour and 30 minutes. Regular potatoes is 40. Shoot. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and do the white potatoes. I get my recipe from my blue book, Preserving, or Guide to Preserving. I was getting ready to say Canning and Preserving. But this is my book that I get. I've had it forever and I love it. And this is the recipe we're going to do. Potatoes white. Alrighty. And it's on page 116 if you happen to have the book, or you can find it in the glossary. Alright, so all we need, it says it's going to yield about 6 pints or 3 quarts. And I'm going to go ahead and do quarts. It says you need 6 to 9 pounds of white potatoes and then salt. Salt is optional. I always put a little bit of salt. If they tell me a half, I do a half of a half, you know, something like that. Or just sometimes I'll even just do a pinch. Let's see. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is the prep. Prep is wash white potatoes under cold running water, drain peeled potatoes, rinse under cold water, running water. Potatoes are to be 2 inches in diameter or smaller, may be canned. And then it says smaller ones can be canned whole. Cut large potatoes into quarters. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I go ahead, I peel. Did it say peel in here? Yeah, peel. I peel mine. I have left the skin before, but sometimes the skin will come off. It's just easier if you go ahead and just cut that off, you know, peel it. But I'm going to go ahead and get it prepared. I don't have very many, but I told Jeff I wanted to go ahead and get these canned. Let me get the sweet potatoes. Yeah, gosh, I could probably do these, but they're different times. So he has a few more out there. Let me just see if, I think the rest of these are potatoes. Yeah. Okay, I have this and another thing. So I don't have a lot, but what my setup is, I'm going to go ahead, he's rinsed them off already, but I'm going to put them in the sink. I use both sides of my sink. I will dump them in one side and rinse them, and then I'll cut in the other and have them in a pot to put in. You know, probably this pot that I have right here. And also, just something like this. I think this is big enough for this one. Now, also, I need to get my big pot going. I have not done that yet. That is not like me because that's like the first thing I do. Might have been because the video, I was waiting on you guys. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I had a text message. Okay. It's all right. Sorry about that. And I don't know if I did my introduction. You know, my jazz hands, silk flappers, and butterfly. Okay, in case I didn't, I just now did it. And if I did, I'll do it twice. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fill this pot up and get it heating up because that is what I'll be using, because this is, let me just double check. Oh, no, this one is not. This is a vent. Never mind. I will have to use this one to heat up my cans. That's right. I started to do my cucumbers and they can be water bath. Potatoes need to be pressure canned. So I'll have to have Jeff to bring that in because it's outside in the garage. But okay, let's take a step at a time. Let me start to clean this. All right, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, I got all the potatoes peeled. I still got to clean up my sink. But I got the potatoes in here with just water. And I'm supposed to bring them up to a boil. And I think boil them for like, I want to say like 10 minutes or, yeah, 10 minutes. I got my pressure canner in. I went ahead and put the 2 inches of water in it. And I've got my water over here ready for my my jars. And then in the back here, I went ahead and for my lids, I went ahead and put them in some water to bring them up to a boil. Some people do that, some people don't. I do it old school, or yeah, old school. That's how Mom used to do it. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just I'm waiting on this to cook, and got everything lined up and ready to go. I've got my jars. I'm gonna put them in these first, the wide mouth quarts to begin with, and see how many I get filled. I think I only have 4 of these, and I might have 6 or 7 quarts there. I'm maybe 5 or 6. I don't know. Sometimes it works out differently than I picture it. So right now I've just got that going on. So at this point I'm just waiting on that. Alrighty, and I will be back. Okay guys, my potatoes are starting to boil now. So I still want them in a little longer. So what I'm gonna do, remember, you can't put cold jars or fill anything in a cold jar. You know, it has to be hot, hot, cold, cold, you know, that kind of a situation. So what I do is I let my water run a little bit. It takes a while for it to heat up, but I fill these up with hot water. Then I let them sit for a few minutes. Then I put them in my water bath water, basically. I just have water all over that. And let it clean them, sterilize them for 10 minutes. And then, see, my potatoes are just starting now to boil. But I thought after I put those in there for 10 minutes, let me see if this is hot. Oh yeah. After I put those in, or I let those sit for 10 minutes, I think my potatoes will be ready to go. So for right now, and I don't think I will fill all these, but I would rather have too many jars. Oh, my phone is about to die. Okay, glad. I do not think I will have, or I think I have too many jars, but I would rather have too many than to get halfway through it and be like, oh darn, I need 2 more jars or 1 more jar. I'd rather just have them. All you're doing is you're cleaning them, and you know they have to be re-cleaned and everything anyways, depending on where you put them. We put ours outside in the garage, and I'm just getting these filled up, and then I'm gonna sit and let them sit for about a minute or 2. It doesn't take very long, and it depends on, you know, our water is pretty hot, so let that fill up. So that's where I'm at in this point. So right now it's still holding, still waiting. After these sit for a minute, I'll put them in there. Then I'll turn that on 10 minutes, and then it will be ready for the next step. Okay guys, I am almost there. Let me put the lid back on here. Alright, so I got my 2 inches of water here. I got my hot jars over here. I'm going to show you how to do one. This is all ready to go, so we're going to turn that off at this point. And let's see, I'm only going to put, it says a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put a half a teaspoon. I use canning salt. They said you could really use any, gosh, I am almost down to my little bit. I like to use canning salt. You know, it's just what my mom used to use. I know you hear that all the time. So it said to put teaspoon. I'm putting a half a teaspoon because I like to basically salt myself. I'm only going to do 4 because I am not for sure how many I'm going to have. So get that. I'm going to go ahead and get my lids going. Alright, so sorry. I get the funnel. And this is very, very dangerous, so you know, be cautious. And then you just fill it up. I think we need an inch head space. Let me check real quick because that's going to fill up pretty quick. Oh, where did I see that at? Yeah, an inch head space. So what you try to do, you try to get your potatoes in there first. hot water. And here, an inch. I'd say that's about an inch. I'm just going to check it. I'm going to have to start marking my inch and 2 inch because, yeah. All right, so then I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to fill up the ones that I've got the salt in, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Hello. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. I want to show you how I put the lid and everything on. You got to debubble. So you stick your measuring tool in here, your debubble, and it's still looking pretty good with the inch. Oh yeah. Then I've got my vinegar water, or my vinegar sitting over here. I'm going to make sure my edges is wiped off. This is what gives a good seal, and there's no cracks or anything in the seal. This is the time that you look around, make sure you don't have any cracks. And then I've done this plenty of times. People always comment, be careful, which I do. Just got to get it white enough. All right, and then we put that on there. We screw on the lid. And then it's been debubbled. It's got the salt in it, and it's filled, and it's fingertip tight. And then this is when we would take this and set it in here. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest just like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, believe it or not, I thought I'd barely make 7 quarts, but I've got 7 quarts in there, and I still have about this much potatoes left. I was going to make potato soup, but that's really almost too many potatoes, so I'm going to go ahead and can these also. But I've got to get the lid on, get these going, because these will take me, let's see, quarts, 40 minutes. So that'll be 40 minutes that I'll have to wait on that. And then I'm going to heat these back up, and I'll do the same and put them in jars and put them in there. After this, let's see, after I put my lid on, I have to wait. Let me see how they word it here. Place lid on canner and turn to lock position. And then you turn your heat up a little bit. It says to medium high. Vent steam for 10 minutes. That's when you put these little guys. Once your steam has vented for 10 minutes, you put these little caps on there. Or weights, I'm sorry. And then you bring my pounds for my state is 10. So I wait till I bring it up to 10 pounds, and then I process for 40 minutes. Then after that, I set my timer. When my timer goes off, I let my jars cool for 10 minutes, and then I set them out and wait for them to pop. All right, and that'll probably be it for this video, because really it's just now getting them in the pressure cooker, and then on my next video, I'll let you know how they did and if they did pop. All right, I'll talk to you later. God bless. Put a smile on your face, put a smile on somebody else's face. It's a win-win situation. Makes everybody happier, and it's a better place to live. God bless. And you guys have a great day. Enjoy. And I guess that's it. All right. Till next video. Bye.